The year 1574. Europe burns with religious war and dynastic struggle. In this age of kings and emperors, one small duchy dared to dream of freedom. Ravensmark, nestled in the borderlands between modern Germany and Czech Republic. Rich in forests, minerals, and ancient trade routes. When Duke Friedrich III von Altenburg assumed power in 1561, everything changed. Paranoid, obsessed with astrology, convinced of his divine mission. Under his rule, taxes quadrupled, villages were forcibly relocated. Any priest preaching Lutheran doctrine was publicly hanged. The brutal winter of 1573 destroyed the harvest. Starving peasants began to whisper, and in their whispers, one name began to rise. Elena Gratz, daughter of a nobleman executed by the Duke for refusing to supply troops. Raised in exile, she learned to ride, fire a crossbow, and read forbidden texts of justice. By late 1573, Elena gathered disillusioned peasants, ex-soldiers, and orphans. She spoke not of revenge, but of freedom, not of war, but of necessity. In January 1574, she led the first ambush on the Duke's supply convoy. It was the match that lit a wildfire. By February 1574, Elena's forces controlled 5 villages and the surrounding forests. Former army captain Otto von Merheim joined her cause, training followers into a disciplined force. They adopted guerrilla tactics, striking at night, sabotaging bridges, sending smoke signals through the woods. The Duke responded with cruelty. Entire villages burned if even one man aided the rebels. Children taken as hostages, women flogged in public squares. Friedrich's terror backfired. He locked himself in his tower with only guards and an alchemist. His army's morale crumbled. Officers began to desert. In March 1574, Duke Friedrich sent 1,000 mercenaries to Blackwater Pass. It was a bold move, and a desperate one. Elena, warned by spies, prepared an ambush. As mercenaries entered the narrow pass, her forces ignited oil-soaked branches. Fire rained down from above. Chaos erupted. It was a massacre. Surviving mercenaries were captured. More than half chose to join her cause. By April 1574, Eleanor led thousands toward Castle Altenstein. More towns joined as she advanced. She declared the birth of the Free Duchy of Ravensmark. On April 18th, one of Friedrich's own engineers opened the gates. They found the Duke already dead, seated in his observatory surrounded by star charts. Elena was elected chairwoman of the Free Council. She refused the title of Duchess. She assembled scholars, farmers, soldiers to draft the Ravensmark Charter. The charter granted religious freedom, land ownership to peasants, elected councils. It was revolutionary and dangerous. Though Ravensmark was later absorbed, Elena's legacy endured. In 1848, revolutionaries shouted her name. Democratic movements rediscovered her writings. Elena Gratz became a symbol of resistance, vision, and hope. Her story reminds us, when the people rise with purpose and unity, even the mightiest thrones can crumble.